about nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to the beautiful people.
What's going on, beautiful people?
What's going on, Robbie? I'll tell you what's going on.
What's going on?
People aren't going to like this, but I got something to say.
Okay. I hope they like it.
No one's going to like this.
All right. Okay.
I have to say this stuff.
All right, let's hear it.
I know one person in your life that's going to particularly hate this.
Oh, no.
Queens
Oh, no.
is the worst borough to drive in.
Oh, to drive in?
The absolute worst borough to drive in.
Okay, maybe so. I don't know.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
There's many problems with Queens.
Okay.
Horrible for many reasons. Wonderful for many reasons.
Okay.
One of the reasons why it's bad is the driving.
Brooklyn's horrible to drive into.
I'll tell you why Queens is the worst, okay?
Okay.
One, it's either people that aren't from Queens that are just looking at the signs because they don't know which way they're going, whether it's the road, the lane, the avenue, the streets.
Yes.
Because every street is named something different.
Yes.
So it's a lot of drivers that are going, like, peering around.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of these douchey Queens drivers, right? So people in Queens grew up with cars.
Yes.
And people that grew up with cars drive fast in Queens.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of fast drivers and
Yes.
people looking around. And then it's filled with people that have driveways.
Yes.
And so every block, there's about 100 driveways where someone's about to back up and fast and furious down the street.
Yes.
So you're dealing with people going out through the driveways, you're dealing with people looking at the signs, and you're dealing with Queens locals that want to show off their LED lights.
I mean, my cousin would agree with you.
It's horrible from top to bottom.
His friends are some of the people you're describing.
100%.
And then, of course, he's going to acknowledge there's tourists that don't know where the fuck they're going.
They don't know
where they're going, yeah.
Anywhere. They have no idea where they're going, which
Yeah.
makes sense. Tourists. I wouldn't say tourists. I would say locals.
People that have moved there.
People
that are from there.
Tourists? Who's driving?
Yeah,
what
you're right.
tourists are driving around Queens?
So my one friend texted me this weekend.
You know, we're going to New York.
No, there's good food.
We do the we do Statue of Liberty. We do the MoMA, and then we drive around Queens.
My friend, I guess Flushing has good like Asian food.
Tremendous.
So my friend went. He was asking me. He's like, I think I'm gonna go to Queens because my friend's in town. He likes Asian food.
It's the best.
I mean, I think the Queens has really good food.
Queens has
the best cheap food. I think.
I would totally agree.
Like low key has probably the best food that is like a normal price.
Bro, I'm not trying to bash Queens.
No, I know the worst place to drive. You think?
I'm just got to put it in its place.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like a bad place to drive. I'll tell you this: when I got to go over the Triborough Bridge, I hold my breath the whole way as I'm driving through Queens to get there.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a tough place to drive.
And Queens, oh God, I literally saw the sandwich place online about like Queens' a sandwich spot. I go, maybe I'll go there. I go, it's not worth the headache. I'll get agita by the time I get back because of the driving.
Yeah.
The driving. It's too bad.
No, I know. It is too bad.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to get to too.
Because you got to take the yellow.
Yeah. I got to go in the city to go over.
Yeah. Isn't it so
it's
crazy?
There's not a great option. At night, it's pretty easy. I can just hop on the BQE. But when there's no traffic on the BQE, it's not bad. But when does that exist? Never.
But even the BQE gets worse in Queens.
Yeah.
You see more potholes in Queens.
Yeah. No, the roads aren't great.
The roads are bad.
No.
In Queens.
Yeah. No, I grew up going to Queens.
You did?
Yeah. Because my family, there was like three. My grandma grew up in Queens. Like one side of my family is from Queens, the other side's from Brooklyn. And then they moved to Long Island and Staten Island.
The Brooklyn people moved to Staten Island, the Queens
people moved to Long Island.
That's exactly how it works, man.
Yeah.
It's literally, it's like, wait, where's the closest suburbs?
Yeah.
That's what Queens, and that's why the people from Manhattan moved to Westchester.
Yes.
And then the people from Staten Island just fucking die.
Yeah. Or they go to Jersey.
Yeah, they go to Jersey. That's what happens.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the closest suburbs when people are in the city?
Yeah, that's kind of what my family. But some families
people from the Bronx, like White Plains, Yonkers.
Yeah. But the house my grandma grew up in, was in the family until like well beyond I was alive. So we would go there for holidays or see cousins.
What was that sentence?
Well beyond me being alive.
Well beyond I alive.
I was alive. Yeah. I mean,
well
it's not a good sentence.
Alive. That's almost
I don't
poetic.
say great sentences.
You know what? Sometimes a bad sentence sounds poetic.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it sounds like, oh, maybe it's me. Maybe he's purposely saying the sentence this way. Maybe I should read into the meaning. And then you look a little deeper and you go, oh, no, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
That's what I think about a lot of poetry.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, a lot of I wish I was into poetry. I once saw this poet, man. Yo, live poetry is so good.
It can be really good.
Live
it's like rap a little bit without the music.
Okay, original thought.
Oh, such an original thought.
Okay, here we go, Mr. Okay, well, tell me more.
Like a slam. Like I would go. There would be a few people in my high school that would do it.
We'll do poetry.
Yeah, like a slam poetry type of deal.
Yeah, slam.
But they were good rappers too then.
Ah.
Yeah. Did you have rappers in high school?
Nah.
No one was trying to be a rapper? Really?
I went to Staten Island Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, at least 10 kids in my high school were pursuing a rap career.
No one was pursuing rap career.
Interesting.
Everyone was pursuing Ivy League.
Yeah.
No,
not as much in terrible. I mean, it was like the nerd. One weird white kid would try to do it. There was like it was interesting, but rap was on the mind for sure.
I saw this. I saw this poet live. He was a poet laureate.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Neither do I.
Okay.
But I'll throw it around. I'll throw that
poet
word around.
laureate is one word or two words?
2 words. A poet laureate.
Okay.
I have no idea what it means, but I'll throw it around.
Me neither. I don't know what laureate means, but it's on a few. I feel like it gets thrown onto some words.
What else is a laureate?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking.
What was you gonna say?
Proletariat? I don't know. Maybe I'm making up words.
You're making up words.
Okay.
Poet laureate is the only thing I've heard.
Okay.
But this guy was a poet laureate, and I don't want to be mean to the guy, but like, he looks so homely. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Which only made his art more beautiful. And this guy was a freaking genius. I guarantee you he knew it.
Okay.
Constantly. Shirts, graphic tees, stains, holes in it, beard out to here, disheveled hair. And when he spoke, it was beauty.
Okay.
It was like, I don't know if it was like, let's do the juxtaposition to make myself look as messy as possible so my words mean more.
Yeah.
Do you think that he was doing that?
I don't know. Maybe he's just like, this is my only focus. Is this. Like, have you ever felt like all I want to do, you say all I want to do is be funny. It's like, this is my focus right now. It's like, I want people to see me in only one way. And that's maybe how he felt. I don't know.
Nah, I went to the mall. I go to the
mall.
I know.
You're not.
Look at me. I'm rocking the bars.
I'm sure you've had phases, though, maybe, when you were like,
this is no.
All I care about is appearing funny.
Maybe if I was a comedy laureate.
Maybe if you're a
maybe
laureate.
that is maybe if I was a comedy laureate. Maybe
that's what laureate means.
Yeah,
I have no idea, to be honest. I
wouldn't
even be able to spell it for you.
Neither would I.
LORIAT, maybe.
Why are you spelling a word I wouldn't know how to spell to me?
Yeah, that's true.
What are we talking? You want me to throw out a
yeah,
letter?
The dumb, helping the dumb.
LAUREAT, right?
Yeah.
But I just had to drop that Queens thing. I know we're a very New York podcast, but I just want people to know.
Wait, speaking of New York, I have a story I want to tell you.
You have a story?
Yeah.
Should I get comfy?
I mean, it's not it's mid story, but I want to tell you.
I'm actually, speaking of Barbie, I'm so tired of all these losers calling Margot Robbie mid. The internet's just filled with people calling Margot Robbie
is wild.
Mid. Yo,
which is wild. I saw Matt Gaetz, who sucks. It was like, we got to stop calling her mid.
Yes.
Even him. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he's a not great looking dude also. I'm seeing him talking. I'm like, he has that weird. I mean, he has a lot of problems.
Yeah, let's be honest.
I think he like hooked up with a 17. Not a good dude.
Not a good dude.
But he just looks like a villain. Like, and he's talking. He's like, even us, we gotta acknowledge a 10 is a 10. I'm like, what?
Or
is this a real?
Beautiful.
Is this a real? Yeah. What is it? Yeah.
She's playing Barbie.
Yeah.
The ideal beauty standard that people have fought against for years.
Yes. Yeah,
literally, people protested being like, she's too hot for our children. And the person playing them, they're like, mid. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I don't know what this.
Truly go fuck. It was literally, Barbie is so hot that people are like, my child can't look at that because they'll have insecurities the rest of their life.
And those people are right.
And they're right. right.
This is not false.
And they are right.
This did start insecurities probably for people for their whole lives.
At what point?
And Margot Robbie, I mean, I love Margot Robbie, obviously.
Yeah, I
What
love
are we
an
talking?
Australian accent too.
Yeah.
I get it. The girlies love Australian accents. So does the Sebbies.
Yeah.
You know, like but like she's
I would change my name
to Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie. I would love to marry Margot Robbie, and I would 100% take her name. I don't know if that would be kind of like. I wouldn't want to appear that I was biting off of her. There's no way I would ascend to a level of fame where I wouldn't seem like I was biting off of her. But in a world where where I could somehow, it doesn't work. This world doesn't exist. This woman is Barbie.
Can I say you are just as delusional as the guys calling her mid? Because you're in a.
Well, I'm saying I would take her last name if I could somehow appear not to be biting off of her extreme fame.
What's funny about the guys that are calling her mid is that they're acting like it's realistic. You know?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing right now.
Well, I mean,
just say that you.
Her last name is Robbie, and I would love to have the name Robbie, and be married to Margot Robbie. Dream world. It's just funny to me. Robbie.
Robbie.
That would be my name.
Robert Robbie.
Maybe I also don't. I mean, I would have to get to know her. What are we talking?
Would you go by Bob?
No, Robbie. I would keep it.
Robbie Bob.
No.
Anyone?
Robbie
You wonder if anyone.
Bob Robbie.
You know how people shorten like, I was with Bob De Niro. You know. I was with Bill Smith. You know how people do that? You think people do that to her last name? Be like, I was with
Margot Bobby.
I was with Margot Bob.
I hope not.
Can you give a last name?
They might call her Margs or Go. No,
Margs.
Mare. I don't know what her nickname is.
All right,
but this woman is beautiful.
Stunning. And I can't wait for the Barbie
Also,
movie.
where were these people? These are the same people when Wolf of Wall Street came out. They were probably obsessed with her.
I know.
So what happened?
What happens?
Yeah.
They're losers. They
are losers.
They just realize that they're not going to get with her, so then they have to fight
Put
back.
them down immediately.
Yeah, why not enjoy?
No.
I don't look at the statue of David and go, mid, because I can't fuck him.
Yeah.
I've tried. But that ass is stone.
Oh, nice.
Sir, get off the David.
I wasn't sure how you were trying to fuck the statue, but okay, you were trying to. Okay, got it.
What do you mean?
I wasn't sure how you were trying to get down with the statue.
No.
I
love art.
No, she's. What are we talking? This is a hot take. Okay. I feel sympathy for hot girls, because I think this happens more than you think.
Yeah.
That guys don't know how to deal with it, and
they're mean.
Their beauty offends them.
Can I say this?
What?
This is the thirstiest thing we've ever said.
What?
I feel sympathy for
I mean,
hot
this
girls.
is me, man. I'm not to pander.
No!
I just want all the hot girls to know out there, I see you. What?
Let's pander.
I would, yeah. I mean,
all the hot girls. I feel so bad for hot girls. People don't understand how full of life and spirit they are.
I'm serious.
No, this is good.
I'm serious.
I just know hot
I'm
girls.
being serious.
If I was to say who has it the hardest in this world, probably people born into poverty.
No, I'm not saying they have
girls.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Okay, what do you say?
Most people would probably say hot girls have it the easiest, and I think it's a lot harder than some people might think.
Thank you.
There's struggles to hot girls that we don't see. There are struggles to the existence of being a hot girl that we're not aware of because we're like, oh, it must be nice.
Preach.
And I don't think
yes.
There are downfalls that people may not realize. And this is one of this. People just for no reason being mean and trying to put you down a peg off the bat because they're intimidated by your beauty. That's something we're not talking about. Hot girls, I see you.
When I grew up, my mom looked me in my eyes and she said, thank God you're not hot, or else life would have been hard for you. Or else life.
I think it's harder than you think. See, you're making fun of it.
I'm not making fun of this.
You're making fun of it.
This is me sincere.
This is sincere. This doesn't sound like
you're sincere. I pray to the gods every night. I go, gods, keep me ugly. I'd hate to have the burdens of a hot person.
No. Hot girls. I didn't say hot person.
Oh, excuse me. I'd hate
hot dudes is a different story.
I'd hate to have the burdens of the hot. You think hot girls have it bad? Hot boys have it the worst.
No, hot boys have it the easiest. By far the easiest.
Every day I look in the mirror, I say, thank God I'm not a hot girl.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Life would be hard.
I think it would be harder than you think. I think it is harder than people think.
Okay. There we
That's
go.
what I'm saying. I guess maybe that's my hot take.
99 problems.
Sure, yeah.
That's what it is.
99 problems. But it is, I mean, you were talking about how, I don't know. We don't need to get into that. But it's just like annoying that people want to just put you down a peg, I would imagine.
It is annoying.
Just for existing. You don't know me. What has Margot Robbie done to any of these people? They're intimidated by her. Sorry.
Who are you going to defend next? People that give away weed for free?
Well, this is my other one is that like nobody has sympathy for professional athletes. I have a lot of sympathy for professional athletes and hot girls, but I don't think they get the sympathy that they
Robbie's looking to join an entourage out there. Clearly, something is happening.
I do. These are the two groups of people that I have a lot of sympathy for.
Who do I feel bad for? I have a lot of sympathy for girls that love average penises.
I mean, I have sympathy for a lot of people. I have
sympathy for people that love to make chicken palm and give it out.
Yeah. I mean, I have sympathy for other people as well. I just think these people are looked at as bulletproof, and life isn't necessarily that easy. And somebody is here to give them sympathy, and it's me. What's up?
Robbie.
What?
I think we learned a great lesson here today.
Which is what?
All people are human.
Yes.
All people have emotions.
Yes.
Life could be hard for them.
Correct.
Even the hottest of the hot. If I see the next time I'm walking down the street and I see a jiggly ass in front of me, I'm going to say, but remember the burdens.
There is burdens.
You know,
I think that we're not. I think
Next
it's good that you
time-
to remember that for you to remember them.
Next time I'm watching TV
Okay.
and I see Patrick Mahomes throw a touchdown and then we cut to him in a commercial, I'm going to say, but there's burdens.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay?
True.
Thank you so much.
Patrick Mahomes.
No,
got a
thank you
good
so
life.
much. No, there's burdens.
There is burdens.
There's burdens.
There is burdens
Okay?
that we're not thinking about.
We're not thinking
and I'm
about
here to
that.
think about them.
I know. I mean, if you really think about it, Aaron Rodgers
Aaron
can't
Rodgers
even
is intolerable.
not get the
He's
vaccine.
so intolerable.
Can't even not get the vaccine in peace.
I guess I'm more basketball players. I guess I haven't really fledged out the pro athletes.
No.
But I think like
Look
maybe
at-
like really good college athletes I have a lot of sympathy
Well, that's
for.
a little different because they're not getting paid.
Like certain professional athletes.
Well, they're
like
children.
not Patrick, not the
College-
stars.
No, I'll say
But
this.
I think like
Lance Armstrong couldn't even use steroids in peace. He couldn't. The guy couldn't win.
No,
The guy
Lance
could take
Armstrong's
over
a monster. Lance
cycling
Armstrong's-
without taking steroids. Now I won't even get started on O.J. Simpson.
No, but like the
he
backup
couldn't get
center,
an ounce of peace.
like the backup center of a maybe the Giants or something like that. I don't think. I think people just assume that they have this great life for certain things, or like some athletes especially football. Actually, I will stand by this. Is harder than we think.
When we were driving back, when I was driving you here today, we saw a man washing the windows of a car at the red lights.
Everybody has sympathy for that guy.
I rolled down the window. I said, "Thank God you're not a backup center for the Jets."
No,
and he goes, "Preach."
This is what I'm talking about. People have sympathy. I'm saying these are people. Most people with empathy have sympathy for a lot of the groups. I would say that need maybe not most
Do you know
people.
the difference
That's
between
not
those
most
two
people
words?
have sympathy for these
Do
people.
you know the difference between those
What?
words? Empathy and sympathy?
Maybe not. Sympathy is what you feel bad. Empathy is you try to feel for.
You relate.
You feel okay.
There was this beautiful cartoon I saw,
Okay.
and it was someone, the difference between empathy and sympathy. I hope I can find it because I would love to share it.
Okay.
Right? And it was someone in a hole feeling sad and depressed. And sympathy is someone like yelling down to the hole, from the top of the hole, being like, "I'm sorry. Yeah, that's bad." And empathy is someone getting in a ladder, going down the hole to them, and just sitting with them.
Okay.
And like understanding where they're coming from.
Empathy seems like the better option.
Yeah, but some people, I don't know. Empathy is the better option if someone's like, sometimes people just need someone to be like, "I understand."
Yeah.
Like, does it feel good when you're angry when someone goes, "Yeah, I get it. I'd be angry too."
yes.
Doesn't that feel great?
Yes.
I think that's what empathy is more.
Yeah.
It's like being like your feelings are valid rather than like let's change those feelings.
Okay.
And
yes.
I think that having the empathy pushes us through the feelings faster. I remember there was like a couple heavy things I dealt with years ago in therapy, and my therapist would force me to sit in the feelings. She goes, 10 minutes, we got to do it. We got to do it.
Okay.
And by the end of 10 minutes, you feel a little better. You let it out rather than avoiding it for years, you know?
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, so wow.
So I empathize with Margot Robbie. I
would
empathize
say
with Margot
this.
Robbie and Patrick Mahomes. I would love to be in Patrick
That is such
Mahomes'
a loud
inner
about
circle.
nothing moment. Us talking about empathizing with hot girls and going into the actual definition behind the two, and then being like, yeah, you got fat titties, I empathize with you. There's nothing more me than that.
Yeah. I mean,
I've decided I'm a tit man.
You are? What?
Oh, I've just
really?
decided. I don't know. I can't handle titties.
Really?
Yeah, I'm tired of trying to keep with the trends. I'm done. I'm old. I like tits.
Okay.
I don't care.
Wow, this is huge news.
I'm gonna stop pretending I'm young and I like asses. Okay?
Really? I mean, is that
I
a
love
young
an ass.
thing?
Oh, it's just like popular.
Really?
It's popular, and
But I feel like it was popular when I was developing puberty and like not developing when I was going through puberty. That was apple bottom jeans with the thongs. I mean, through and through. What are we talking?
No, yeah, I know.
That's why I'm assuming it comes from me.
But think about, I think like the Kardashians entered us into an age of the ass, the BBLs.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So we're in the BBL
trendy.
age, right?
Yeah.
And I like an ass, but I'm tired of not pretending I'm not a boob guy.
Really? I'm not as much, I would say.
Oh God, I think I love a boob so much. It's probably like I came on here and I've said in the past before, whatever you got, I'll probably love, you know?
Yes.
Because at a certain point, you love the person.
I think you love the person.
But oh God, I love a boob, and I'm just done pretending.
Nice. Sure, yeah.
I'm just done pretending I don't.
Yeah.
It's great. I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy.
That's good that you've come to this realization.
I had the realization last night.
That's good.
I said,
what did it for you? It's got to be somebody's perfect pair of boobs.
Someone had a pair of boobs.
Fully just was like,
someone had a pair of boobs.
I'm coming out as a boob guy. I need to. You saw them and you're like, I am tired of feeling ashamed. Those are so perfect. Yeah. Why should I be ashamed?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder, was it celebrities or a regular person?
Regular person.
Wow, that's even better.
There's a person out there. I saw their boobs. Said I'm done pretending.
Yeah.
I love a boobie.
That's nice.
I love a boob.
That's great.
It's beautiful.
They are beautiful for sure.
Yeah.
Part of me feels like I've seen some perfect boobs, and I maybe didn't appreciate them as much as someone else might have. But I do appreciate. Of course, you appreciate it. Yeah. People are beautiful.
Next time you say double, I'll give to the next person.
Maybe I double gift. I go, I'm sorry, these are just too good. I gotta pass these on to the next person.
You see one
That's
boob,
wild.
You see one boob, you go, whoa.
I don't
let's double that and give it to the next person. I just hope I'm in the next room, bro.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think that's great. I mean,
me too. It's great.
As long as they like it. So.
I think it's the person, obviously. I think I like somebody who's silly. I think that's the big realization that I've been having is I like somebody who's silly.
I don't think I like someone that's that silly. I like a little silly, but not that
I like
much
silly.
Silly.
I think silly makes it fun every day.
Go ahead. Tell me a story.
And in general, you're silly. I like silly people. But anyways.
I wouldn't say I'm silly.
You're fucking silly. What are we talking?
I wouldn't say I'm silly.
Last week, we finished editing the podcast. Sebastian had a conversation with himself as two different characters for 20 minutes.
Yes,
with himself. Like, if a girl was doing that, if a girl sat on your couch, you would be like, that's a silly girl.
No, I would call the authorities.
20 minutes where she just had a conversation.
I spent the weekend in the hospital.
That's like the max amount of silly maybe that I'm dealing with. Like,
yeah, that's
you're sillier than the girls that I'm like, oh, I like a silly girl. So you can pretend not to be silly.
You know, yeah. Tell me, I'm not silly.
I'm at work. You're not silly.
I'm not silly. You know what? All it is for me, the silliness comes from, it's like all the sadness brings up this potential energy.
Okay.
It's like anxiety, depression, failure, alone, and you get to the top, you can't bear anymore, and then it goes, woo!
And you get to be that silly.
Bum, 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 bum. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're just riding nitro.
We went all the way up.
You went all the way up.
And one day
you started on the runaway train,
up.
and now you're at nitro.
And then I'll end up in the heavens.
You just won't come down.
Everyone think the downs are the silliness. No, the ups are the downs are the silly. The ups are the depression.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Why don't you hit us with the story before I spiral?
All right. So I'm at work, and I kind of realized, I guess, that all my work friends are like 22, which makes sense because, I mean, we're working at a gym. Who's working mostly at a gym at like the front desk or like the minimum wage? I'm making minimum wage at the gym. So I really thought.
Stop bragging.
No, I mean,
Stop bragging.
I thought like some of them were 25, some of them whatever. But I was sitting with a bunch of the people that are 22, and they're all like, I'm telling them I'm 30. They're like, what? That's cap, bro. There's no way you're 30. I can't believe
you're 30 already.
I say I'm turning 30. Yeah.
Okay.
Because also we were talking about Rihanna. Rihanna was playing, and they were like 2 when Rihanna came out. Meanwhile, I was a teenager. I was like, oh, I used to listen to this all the time. My sister had the album, whatever. I remember when this came out.
You love Riri.
Yeah. So anyways, it comes up.
She looks so hot, pregnant and all.
Yeah, I mean, she's great. I remember the first time I heard Ponde Replay. That's what Ponde Replay was on, which was her first single. And they were all like, oh, we're 22. And I say I'm 30, whatever, turning 30. They're like, cap, no way. You look great. I can't believe it. Love that. That happens every time when somebody at the gym finds out.
Amazing.
But the first reaction to them finding out that I'm about to be 30 was, wait a second. So that means you remember 9/11? And there's 4 kids that all work that I've been working with now for like 6 months. And the first thing that they say when they find out that I'm 30 is, wait a second, you remember 9/11?
How'd that make you feel?
Very interesting, because they all grew up in the city. They either grew up in Queens or Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, wow, so much of their lives was shaped by this event that they don't remember, that they were alive for.
Yeah.
And there's the first thing that they thought when I said that I was 30 was, you remember 9/11? And I'm like, oh. And I wish I had a better story. I was like, yeah, I was in 3rd grade. People got taken out of class. My kid's like, oh, my sister, that's what she says. And it's just like,
heighten your story.
I need to change my story.
Change your 9/11
I need to make
story.
my 9/11 story. That's what I was thinking. I need to have a better 9/11 story.
Just Steve Ranazizi.
I could just steal a story.
Just Steve Ranazizi.
I know.
Just make some shit up.
I know. I felt like I was letting them down.
You must.
I felt like I was letting them down.
Tell us your 9/11 story now.
No, I can't. I don't know.
Let's punch up your 9/11 story.
I don't know.
This is what the podcast is for. And you're right. That story was mid.
I know.
That was not a Margot Robbie story. Go ahead.
No. It was just surprising to me that the first thing they thought of when I turned 30, when I said I was 30, was that I remember 9/11. And these are kids that grew up in the city.
I love this. I'm so excited for this right now. Go ahead. Tell me your 9/11 story. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to help you punch it up.
I mean, I went into class in 3rd grade.
3rd grade. What were you wearing?
I don't remember.
Great. Let's have you wearing something amazing. You were wearing an FDNY shirt already.
Okay.
You were ahead of the trend.
I'm already wearing an FDNY
because
shirt.
They were your favorite.
I loved the FDNY.
You loved the FDNY.
I was all about.
You loved the sirens.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, there you go.
I had a cousin who died. A cousin's husband died in it. I think he was FDNY. So maybe I was supporting him.
You have to latch onto him.
Maybe I was supporting him.
This is so
who I haven't met. No, I can't do that. I haven't met him. So but anyways, I'm just supporting the FDNY generally speaking.
Okay.
I mean, I go into class about halfway through school, people start getting taken out. I am the probably middle of who's getting taken out of class. So like if there's 25 people in the class, I'm maybe the 12th person to get taken out.
Great. You're the last person in the class.
I'm the last person to get taken out.
All alone in the class.
Okay.
That's what you're going to say. And no one was telling you what was happening, but one by one, kids were leaving the classroom until it was just you standing and the teacher in front of you. Teacher bawling. You saying, Miss, what was her name?
Mehelenko.
What was that?
Mehelenko. Miss Mehelenko. I think that's her name. I'm pretty sure.
You go, Miss Mehelenko, what's the matter?
Yeah.
And she'll go, our future. Okay, go ahead. Now it's you, Miss Mehelenko, alone in the classroom. 9/11 is happening. That's the backdrop.
I have no idea. I go back home and now.
Wait, someone picks you up?
Yeah, my mom picks me up.
On what?
we lived 20-minute, not even 10-minute walk from the
She
school.
walked you home.
No, she just drove me. She's picked up in her car, but it was a 3-minute drive.
She walked you home.
She walked me home.
She brought the stroller. It was the first time you sat in years because finally she felt like that's my baby.
Okay.
I need to take care of you. The stroller broke. She lifted you and carried you home.
Okay.
For the
My
20-minute
mother
walk.
carried me home.
Your mother
And
carried
she
you
was
home.
sobbing because she was like, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner.
Yes.
Okay.
And where's your brother and sister?
My sister at the time was in 1st grade. My brother was home.
We left them at school.
Your
Your mother only cared about you. Your mother
My
was
sister
so
was still
lost.
at school. She was lost.
Your sister's lost at school. She's having fun. You're alone with your teacher sobbing, rubbing her back. She makes a pass at you. You go, stop. And she goes, age doesn't matter anymore. Okay? Your mother's carrying you home to your house.
Okay. Then I remember seeing it on the TV screen.
No.
I
You
saw
saw it in person.
I saw it in person. My mom took me to the seat.
Your mother said, let's
You
go
need
to
to
the
see
water.
this. You
Yes.
need to remember this. We went to the South Amboy waterfront.
And then you turned around and you saw 9/11 happen.
I saw 9/11.
And then what happened?
Well, in real life, I played in the backyard. In real life, it was kind of a cool thing.
Great, let's spin it to a
It
fun
didn't
day
really, it didn't, in my head, it was like not that, I don't know. I got to play with my friends in the backyard. Something bad was happening, but I wasn't fully processing. I got told the aftermath is when you got really like told how bad it was, I feel like.
Your parents sat you down and told you.
I mean, yeah. They were just like, these people want to kill us. It was just like a very of the narrative of the Staten Island, like there's these people that want to kill us. This whole
And you know what
race
happened?
of people basically wants to kill us.
And you know what happened?
Or terror, like group of people. Whatever.
Yes, but Staten Island was fucked.
Yes, very wild.
And when you heard that, you might have been in the 3rd grade, but you walked right down to the Army recruiters. You put on your dad's suit.
Yeah.
You put on his shoes. You used makeup to give yourself age spots from your mother's cabinet. And you walked down there and you said, I'll take one. Enlisting for one. And you put down a card that just said, Robbie, killing machine. They turned you away and they said what you could do to help is become a Boy Scout and talk about it relentlessly all the time.
Well, that's what I did. And then I enlisted in the Boy Scouts.
You need to heighten this story for people.
I know. Well, it was just I was so taken off guard that I told them I was 30, and the first thing they said was, "So you remember 9/11?" And it is such a big event to so many people. But I had a boring story.
Yeah, you got to punch it out, man.
I do. I need to be a little bit more wild.
That's what like all our that's history.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's the
not
first time
9/11, not 9/11.
What?
Punching up stories of the past.
Oh, yeah.
Like all of my grandparents did it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
everyone does it.
Yeah.
You get older, someone wasn't there for the events, Rob. You enjoy.
Well, that's what I realized.
You had to live it.
Yeah. No, I did have to live it. And these kids lived it too in a way that they just don't remember it.
If people are mad at me for joking about 9/11, you did not go to as many funeral masses as I did, okay? So shut the fuck up.
Well, everybody knew somebody.
I was a child, and I was at St. Joseph, St. Thomas every other week.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We all knew people that died, personally.
Yeah.
People in the class, like multiple
neighbor.
people. Yeah.
I remember standing out there with her sons.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. But these kids know that, but they don't remember. They just know people. They all probably knew people that died, but they probably don't remember those people. So it is interesting. And it's very specific to New York.
You know what I hate?
I did feel like it was like a thing worth mentioning to you, I guess.
I hate people that are really into like having pictures of New York with the Twin Towers, because it's usually like a douchey artist dude.
Okay.
Like, isn't this cool? Look, I have this like original picture, or in the movie it's so cool because you could still see the Twin Towers.
Yeah, that's exploitative in a way.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel great. If you're from here and you
Yes.
had this picture beforehand and you had it was a big, I don't know, people were taking pictures that was the skyline.
But people
I think of the Twin Towers, I think of like the Yankees, I think of like
people love to point
that
out
imagery.
like this in this movie you could see this.
Yeah.
That are just like isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
I think Spider-Man changed it, right? It was getting shot and they had to change a lot of the things because of
they changed the actor.
Oh. Really?
To Andrew Garfunkel.
No, I mean, Spider-Man came out 2003.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Garfield.
Garfield. What did I say?
Garfunkel.
Andrew Garfield. And then, of course, Tommy Holland.
Tommy Holland.
Can't talk about it.
Can't
Can't
talk
talk about it. Can't talk about it. Don't want to get in trouble. Don't want to break the
don't do
rules.
it. Don't do it.
Well, I know.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, I could talk about it actually.
No,
I think.
no,
We're not on
no,
here,
no,
but I could
you
talk
can't,
about
you
it.
can't. This is
On my
name's
stories.
attached.
On my
No,
stories, I think I could talk about it.
No, you can't.
I can't.
You're not gonna stand.
No, I would. I'll stay. Well,
You're
that's
gonna
it.
scab.
No, I don't think it's scab. I just saw something
I
today
told
that
my
was.
fucking nephew. If I could trust nobody in this world to fucking stand with me,
I don't want
as
to
I
scab.
fucking strike with my union boys.
I don't want to scab. I'm not trying to scab.
Don't you dare! I'll put you in the rat fucking inflatable.
I know. I was telling.
I'll literally put you in the middle of it and make
No,
you
I'm
walk down the block.
pro-union.
I'll walk your ass to Staten Island, loser, and have everyone point at you.
No,
Oh,
I'm not.
God. People dreamed when they were growing up to have an inflatable reindeer on their lawn, or inflatable snowman, or even an inflatable like Halloween decoration.
Yes.
Me, when I was a kid, I begged my parents every year to get the inflatable,
The rat.
the asbestos rat.
The
Like,
scab.
Mom, please, can we get the asbestos rat?
Yeah.
Please, Mom, can we get the scab rat? No, we can't afford it, Sebastian. Please, Mom, please. All I want is the inflatable scab rat on our lawn, Mom. We're a union house, Sebastian, but we can't afford it. And when I have money, I'm not going to spend it on an infinity pool. I'm not going to spend it on a sauna, cold plunge, on a bed that rotates and vibrates so I don't even have to move. I could just be a pillow princess that I am. What I'm going to do...
Pillow princess that I am. Throwing that in. Subtly.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said the pillow princess.
No. We didn't even. No one even heard that.
No one heard it.
If you rewind, you couldn't even hear that.
Nope.
What I would do is I would just get inflatable rats on my front lawn. Robbie, I'm a flawed man.
Okay.
I'm a flawed man. Let's just say it, okay?
All right.
One of my flaws: going hard at the gym for 3 days, once a month. Once a month, 3 days, I slam it in. And I'll tell you this.
I have the same flaw.
People that do that, we have the sorest muscles in town, right?
It's the worst, yeah.
The walking up and down the steps like that, right? The arms. We have sore muscles than people that go every day.
I mean, you have all the cons of the gym, none of the pros.
All the cons, none of the pros. But I got a pro.
You got a pro?
I started rubbing CBD all over my body if I go to the gym.
Okay.
When I got those sore muscles from those 3 days a month, I rub CBD all over my body. It smells beautiful. Oh, God, it's absolutely tremendous. It makes me want to take longer breaks at the gym so my muscles get more sore, so I enjoy the CBD. I risked it, bro. I've been going 2 weeks in a row.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Danger. I might start getting used to it.
Okay.
No freaking way that's gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna keep going sporadically and keep rubbing CBD all over my beautiful big boy body.
So Sunset Lake has this hemp salve plus arnica massage lotion, I guess I want to call it. I'm gonna
Wait,
use
don't
some
put
of
it on
this.
you.
Wait, I can't.
Put it on me.
I want to put some
Put it on me,
myself
Rob.
because
Rob, I did shoulders today. Can you put some on me?
So I'm guessing that I have to put a decent amount and like really rub it in.
Rub it in.
To like. If I really gonna
This feels good. Oh yeah, that's how straight men do it. When we rub each other, we make fists.
Well, is that
like bull?
straight men?
Oh God, it feels good.
I've been sleeping funny. I should use some of this. Oh, it does feel good.
It does feel good. It like has
It
got
has
a
good
little
smell.
tingle,
Yeah, it has a
eucalyptus
good kick
vibe.
to it. Yeah.
I'll tell you this: I'm going to the
wow.
gym
It smells
3
great.
days a week, hard, once a month.
Sunset Lake has a ton of great products, this being one of them. They're also doing a promo right now where you can get free gummy bears, which what's better than free gummy bears? We love free gummy bears. Since I was a child, gummy bears highlighted my day a lot of days.
But you got to use the promo LOUD loud. LOUD loud when you go to Sunset Lake to get those fun CBD gummies.
And if you want the free bears, you can go to sunsetlakecbd.com/coupon/freebears. Or use coupon code FREEBEARS at checkout, and you can get some free gummy bears along with your oil.
Beautiful.
If you want. 500 milligrams CBD in this. This is great.
All right, Robbie. We got to get back to the pod because I am getting loose.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to scab. I don't want to scab.
This is why you got to watch the newsies.
Okay,
The
it's about a
Newsies
union.
is about unionize.
Yeah, well, I've said if all else fails, my newest, I'm like, I don't want to have a plan B. My newest plan B is to unionize the people at Chelsea Beers, my coworkers that I love so dearly.
Because we need more just by saying so, and the world will know.
I like that. Maybe I
Netflix
should watch Newsy.
too.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. I got fucking news for you.
I like it.
We'll say their words. Those privileged writers. They don't got money, so we need to figure it out.
I didn't know you could just join any union too.
What do you mean?
So apparently, because
You can't just join SAG.
Well, I could unionize and join so my friend's a nurse and he's technically part of the steelworkers union. That's what he was saying. They're like,
who's telling you this?
My friend who's a nurse who's telling me he might go on strike, but they're like
This is a
the nursing.
This is a dude that's like being like, I'm a nurse, but I'm a fucking steel
No,
worker.
no, he's not trying to do
I'm
that.
not a nurse. I'm a steel worker.
They're technically whatever their union, and then they have a different chapter. But you could just join.
I've never heard.
So maybe me
more
and the Chelsea Piers
over-masculating.
people will join SAG.
So any union could join SAG?
I don't know I think SAG would have to allow
There's
them.
requirements to join SAG.
Well, SAG is probably a
Why are you
different.
taking that away from me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't take that
So
away
maybe
from
I'll
me.
join the steelworkers union, or I'll join a nursing union or a teachers union. But because Teamsters is just like a general labor. I think there's general labor unions. Like, you know what I mean? Like it used to be. Jimmy Hoffa was in charge of all of It was just like if you did labor, you could all feed up to this union, I guess.
If I go strike, will you dress up as Jimmy Hoffa and walk with me?
Yeah, sure.
But the dead body of Jimmy Hoffa, I'll put
Okay.
cement blocks on your feet.
Okay.
Have you shot up? Cement blocks on your feet.
Yeah,
with
it
the
sounds
sign,
like it's gonna be quite
Jimmy
the workout.
Hoffa. Yeah, just stopping down the street.
We need Jimmy.
Jimmy Hoffa protects SAGs.
Yeah.
If Jimmy Hoffa was alive right now,
He came back.
oh God, he would be like, these actors need fair pay.
Yeah.
He would cut. The mob would be like, hey, Jimmy, we got a new fucking job for you.
Yeah.
These actors, they do a movie. We all enjoy it on Netflix. But then they don't fucking see a penny from it afterwards. What the fuck are we going to do about this, Jimmy?
I like that.
Oh, God.
It was positives to obviously it was extremely corrupt and a lot of the people at the top were just taking their stuff, but there was good things came of this.
Of unions.
Yeah, and that kind of, but apparently
I always
you
said
could just
my
join
grandpa-
a general labor union, I think.
My grandpa would be very disappointed with the career I took, I think. I always think about that. But the only thing he'd be proud of is that I'm in a union. That's
is
the only
nice.
thing he'd be proud of.
That is nice. And your union is standing tall.
And my union's standing tall.
Yeah.
And I owe them money right now.
You do?
No.
Always, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not going to scab. I won't scab. I don't think that it is. Somebody was like, oh, you should still watch TV and movies to show the industry that there's value to it. But
I have no idea about what
I don't know
people
what
want
the
with
right
that.
answer, what that is. Because the executives are just going to create their own narrative no matter what. It kind of feels like if you were to tell me these people think that they are the smartest people on the planet and they have millions of dollars that justify their beliefs, and they're not the smartest people on the planet, so they'll just come up with whatever narrative they want. I feel like.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna do whatever feeds them the most.
Yeah, whether people watch a ton of movies right now or not, I don't know if it. But
I have no idea.
yeah, I don't know what this.
I'm
I mean,
not
it's good
helping.
to withhold your labor.
I'm not helping. I'm watching 90 Day Fiancé.
Nice.
I'm not helping it anything.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess that's like,
That's
we could make money doing
Yes.
nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's almost the worst
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
we could do
yeah.
now is watch reality.
Probably like
The best thing
highly
you can do
produced reality.
Yes.
You could watch like a indie YouTube reality. Is there
YouTube. YouTube is great.
Yeah, YouTube is
YouTube
great.
is a great model because you see numbers of how many views it gets, and they tell you how much you're making on
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
YouTube is fantastic.
Yes, and it's still part of their
Next
whole
time you won't give us the green
conglomerate.
dollars on YouTube, remember this. You know?
Yeah. It is interesting. That's kind of the approach Google took, whereas like Apple, Amazon,
Who's Google?
YouTube,
Oh,
Apple, Amazon, whatever. Who I don't even know who Disney, like all these other
Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm trying to think of other.
Peacock.
Yeah, like they.
Think
All
of
these other
others.
tech companies just built their own like Netflix is a tech company, I would
Oh,
say.
Netflix is a tech company?
In some ways, like it's an online streaming. You know what I
think-
mean? It's like an
yeah.
app first
Yeah.
over, and then like a lot of these places did that model. Whereas YouTube is like, we're not even gonna try to create a studio. I guess. I mean, I guess they did a little bit, and it failed.
Much difference.
Yeah, they had like a few original programming, but now they're just like
for the creators.
We'll be the creator. We'll be the spot where it's like homemade shit.
Yes.
Like, who knows if it's better? I mean, it should be better.
And
I
then
imagine it's better.
If you really think what you're putting out is an artistic product, you put it on Vimeo.
Yes.
If you're doing a film and you're like, wow, this is poignant.
Yeah.
Vimeo.
Yeah.
Vimeo. I love when people drop their short
back
films.
In the day too.
Back in the day, and they'd be like, it's on Vimeo. I'd be like, shut the hell up.
If it's shot in like 4K, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
Like sorority recruitment videos would be on Vimeo. Fraternity recruitment videos would be on YouTube.
Yeah.
That was like, if there was an artistic approach, it would be on YouTube. Is there reality TV on YouTube?
I mean, podcasts, people like vlogs.
I guess, yeah.
Like a lot of vlogs are on YouTube. I want to say something before we move forward with your age thing that you said before.
What?
So we went out to trivia, you and I.
Correct.
Remember?
Oh yeah. We could talk about trivia.
We went out to trivia. Robbie did horrible.
I didn't do. I
I'm
didn't do great.
I'm kidding.
I didn't do great.
I said my goal when I went there was to get one answer right that no one else knew.
Yeah.
Which is a great goal.
I would say my value was going
to the bathroom.
No. Come on, Sebastian, you know this. Come on.
That doesn't help.
Where is it?
That doesn't.
Let's try to find it in Sebastian's mind.
The commands.
I'm like, all right, how can we get it? Because I know it's in Sebastian. Like a lot of the questions I know live in your mind.
Well, that was all.
I wasn't really helpful at all. If anything, maybe annoying. I'm just like on 40 milligrams of edibles, telling Sebastian. Come on, I know you know this.
My edibles melted, and he was, and they melted into one. So he's two fingering Winnie the Poohing with the honey edibles all day. My dad made a comment about that after you left.
What did he say?
He goes, "Wow, Robbie was really baked all day at the pool."
I wasn't that baked.
My dad goes, "Jesus, Rob was real baked."
I wasn't that baked.
That's what my father's thinking about you.
Damn, I shouldn't have ate the edible in front of him.
Not in front of him.
Yeah.
Showing him, and then he goes, "It's cheap." And then you know what you said? You threw me under the bus. You go, "It's your son's."
Yeah, I shouldn't have. I'm sorry.
We forgive. But we never fucking forget.
Okay.
No, I don't care at all. I want people to know I don't care at all. This is interesting that I noticed.
Okay.
We're doing trivia, and there will be a question and that goes, in 1970s, this happened. And you go, "Sebastian, what do you know?" You would do the exact thing. "Sebastian, you know." And then you'd go like this. You go, "You were born in the 80s."
I said it was.
You were born in the 80s.
I did say you were born in the 80s.
And I don't know what this move was. I don't know what the hell this move was. Okay. I was born. Yes, I want the listeners to know. I was born in 1989. As the back of my high school graduation shirt said, the last great thing to come out of the 80s.
Beautiful. You were born in the 80s.
With 4 months to spare. 3 months to spare.
3 months and 1 week.
Yeah. So... but yeah, you're yelling. He's born in the 80s, and we're in Bushwick. And I'll tell you this: we were surrounded by young people. I already, as I was there, was like, "Damn, I'm too fucking old to come to." I felt too old to be in Bushwick.
Yeah, which is wild.
I literally was in Bushwick, and I felt too old to be in Bushwick.
I feel you. It's the young, cool little neighborhood, I guess.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I used to not be too old.
No. But it got younger.
It gets younger.
It's gotten younger.
It's getting younger.
But you're from the city. You could go anywhere. You could go to any neighborhood.
You can't go to trendy
Well,
coffee
all right.
shops.
All right. It's more the yeah.
I could be in Bushwick.
Yeah, correct.
It's like
the coffee shop.
Yeah, I just felt like an old man.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't helping. Going, you're born in the 80s,
and you're screaming, "He's the oldest."
I don't know if I was screaming. You're the oldest.
You said, "Do you need help going to the bathroom?"
Yeah, I went to the bathroom 5 times.
Yeah,
it was fun though. I want to go back to trivia because I feel like I didn't do a good job.
Did you get invited back?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you mean you think so?
At the end, our friend Maddie was like, "You could come back anytime." I mean, that's an invite back. Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I was just saying if you got invited back. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
Okay.
I would go again. I want to go again.
I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bushwick. I just felt too old. And I was thinking about it, like a date I went on a while ago in Bushwick. Just making out in the middle of a bar in Bushwick recently.
Yeah.
Not recently, a while ago. After the pandemic, but like, I must have looked like, who's this old man?
Nah, you don't look that old.
Just making out hard.
I think they would go cap. I think if you came into the gym, my friends would say cap, that you're not. He's 33. I don't believe it.
I'll start talking gunning with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, maybe you know. Yeah. I mean.
What are we talking?
They like know a lot. Like, I wasn't expecting them all to be so young. Because they do know a lot of early 2000s references. Now. I guess it is popular.
The worst, I didn't tell you the worst part about me making out at a bar in Bushwick.
What happened? I made out in public recently.
I made out so hard in public, man.
I love to make out in public, kind of.
It was bad.
Really?
Because then all of a sudden people were like looking at me. And then I looked over. And it was like improv students I've taught pointing at me.
Oof.
As I'm there making out hard.
Yeah, I don't know. That's embarrassing, I guess.
Loser.
What are you?
Loser. See,
yeah.
It's a winner. It's a winner. You feel like a winner in the moments, but when you pull back, you go, what am I doing?
I know. Not the best move.
Nah.
I mean, it is a good move. I take that back. It's a great move. It's just unfortunate that those people had to witness.
They had to witness. And they were like, oh, look at that. Those people making out so hard.
And then they're like, it's Sebastian Conelli.
It was like, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's a third face of disgust.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I remember one time I went
to I'm human. I'm human just like the rest of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't like with someone that's in the comedy world.
No.
It was like, yeah, it's on them. Go ahead.
This might be we don't tell the story, but I'll tell it. And I remember one time I was at a bar that was UCB used to have the subculture in Soho. So it was a bar in Soho that like I would go to that wasn't necessarily.
Are we gonna have to cut this?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I mean, we could.
No, it's up to you.
No, I mean, it's fine.
Okay. You're gonna be comfortable with sharing this with the world?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say all the details, but I'll say my version of the story. But I mean, I could cut it. We don't have to talk about it.
You could say it. I'm just wondering if you're gonna actually share the story. I know
the
story
I would
you're
share
about
it.
to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not gonna say the biggest detail.
Yeah. So then, what do you got? Why share?
No, because it's still like I felt embarrassed. I
mean, the detail is what is the embarrassing part. The big detail is what makes the story.
No, I'm not saying the big detail.
We're going for a second mid of the pod. Because I'll tell you this story without the detail is mid.
You think so?
Oh, bro.
Okay, fine.
Are you gonna drop the detail?
No, I'm not dropping the detail.
What a pussy.
I'm not dropping the detail.
What a pussy.
But I won't tell the story.
Anyways, I was getting head in the car.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, all right.
No, don't tell it. I don't
know what detail you think is the most important.
Listen.
There's two big details. One I'm willing to share, one I'm not.
Babes, we don't need to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't want you to feel.
All right.
No pressure ever to share on the pod.
No, I would share it.
Just tell us another.
You want the whole story, though.
I want the whole story.
You want the whole story. I don't want me to leave out one big detail.
I don't want to give the people nothing.
Okay.
I don't want to like not give them the real juice.
Real juice.
Yeah. So give us another secret then instead.
Nah, that's all right.
Give us a secret.
I don't have a
secret.
You
just blue-balled everyone for a secret. No. Go ahead, give us a secret.
I don't have that many secrets.
So go share something that you haven't shared with someone yet. Some maybe that happened to you. Someone say something that might be a little vulnerable then. You don't need to say because you don't want to share that secret, and I get that, right? I don't ever want you to share. Go ahead, share with them something that might be a little more vulnerable. Have you changed your sheets? Are you sleeping on a?
I've been good on the sheet changing.
Have you? What else?
I don't know. I'd have to think.
Okay. No.
Do you have one in mind?
No. I don't know what your life is. I'll say this.
What?
I have something vulnerable that I could say about you.
Okay.
So yes, I do have something in mind.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
But I always want to give you the option.
Okay.
Something that you do that I wouldn't share publicly.
Okay.
Is you bite fudgesicles.
Oh yeah, I did bite fudgesicles.
You bite ice cream.
Yeah, I also pee sitting down a lot.
Wait. Let's talk about the pee in a second.
Maybe
The
that's
way that
rollable,
you
I don't know.
slam the fudgicle is absolutely preposterous, Robbie.
Okay, yeah, I ate it in 1 minute.
The whole point is it's a licking and a sucking situation,
It is a licking and sucking situation.
and you're treating it as a food. I am
treating it as a food.
That's not food. A fudgicle is not food.
Okay.
It's a treat. You lick a treat. You suck a treat.
You want to know something crazier? I've been doing it with the ice pops too, which is even crazier because that's just like you're supposed to really just suck on those. But I'll bite 3 steps in. How many licks can you take to get to the center? I'm biting.
Are you kidding me?
Those ads were for me.
You're biting.
Lick, bite. 3 bites I can't get.
And do you suck it in your mouth or you just chew it?
I suck a little bit in the mouth.
Oh, God.
But I chew. I mean, it melts pretty quickly.
I hope no one hears this because you are going to go on some sort of list after this.
I had 3 last night.
And you bit.
Yeah, bit.
See, the whole point of eating a fudge pop or an ice pop is it takes longer. It's about the flavor in your mouth.
It is. You get the flavor for a long time.
Why not optimize the amount of time that you're going to have that flavor in your mouth?
Because it's so much flavor. When you bite into it, you get it all. It's like a tease. I'm getting tease. I'm getting barely any flavor. Then you bite into it, and it's like, I just got a big chunk of it.
I can't, bro. I can't. Literally, the whole point is to enjoy.
I know.
To savor it.
I'm bad at savoring.
Savor.
I'm bad at savoring.
Can you savor it? Because this is.
I think in life I'm bad at certain moments I can savor, but like a lot of times I'm not savoring.
Freaking savor this, man. Can you just at least savor please? Can you try to savor?
Do a full fudge pop without biting at all? You do every single time, no bites?
No bites. The whole point is no bites.
And the popsicles too, no bites?
What do you mean? Like chew on the stick at the end?
Yeah. No, just like the popsicle. You don't ever bite into it.
You mean cold water?
Yeah, I guess it's ice. It literally is ice.
No, I know.
I bite into them. Did you bite into the Tootsie Pops ever?
No.
I maybe got to the center of one Tootsie Pop in my life before biting. Always bit.
If I wanted to chew, I would eat a candy that's meant for chewing.
That's what I would do. I know. I'm bad.
I have chocolate in the freezer.
I mean, I can't be alone. This was the whole marketing campaign. Is that they're hard not to bite these things?
No, you know why the marketing campaign was that?
Why?
Because they wanted people to bite so they eat more. They
reverse engineered.
Bro, they made Tootsie Pops and they go, it's amazing, such a great candy. And they go, fuck. People only need one.
Yeah.
So then they made a campaign that was like, we need to say that people need to bite these. So that they eat more.
High level marketing.
This is fucking Illuminati shit.
Yeah.
This is Skull and Bones. They go, fuck. What we do is we say everyone bites them.
Okay.
It's so
Make
irresistible.
You feel, yeah.
Who was biting into the Tootsie Pop?
Me, I guess.
On the
I
commercial.
saw that.
On the commercial.
The owl, the wise owl.
The owl. What was the ceremony that they did at Bohemian Grove where all the elites meet up that they filmed? It was a ceremony to the owl god. You're telling me that Tootsie Pop is not in the hands of our government. We are striking against this man.
Okay, sorry.
We are striking against the Tootsie.
Okay.
How? If you don't see the alignment, I don't know what it is.
I'm blind.
You lift those feathers up. There are no legs to stand on, these owls.
So I was scabbing by eating the fudge pop, too.
This Tootsie Pop is basically Dick Cheney.
Okay.
You are a rat.
I'm falling for it. I'm sorry.
Open your eyes.
I need to open my eyes. I fall
sacrificing little children.
Yeah.
To the owl gods.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, I know.
And the owl tells you bite the Tootsie Pop.
I go, as soon as I could see the pop wouldn't break my tooth, I'm biting in. Since I was a child. I fell for this reverse marketing.
This is horrible. That's what it is. They realized they made a product that would last forever.
Wild. I mean, it works.
What else did owls tell us to do?
I don't know.
Read.
They did, right?
Yeah.
That was a big campaign.
Read. They said read. Did they want us to read fiction? You better believe it. Yeah. Nonfiction? No. They wanted our heads in the books so we couldn't see them pulling the wool over our eyes.
Yeah, they wanted us to.
These owls.
Be focused on Harry Potter.
When do owls work?
At night.
You better believe it. When does society tell us to sleep?
At night. Sam, so owls you think are Illuminati?
Owls are so vicious they have a film that goes over their eyes when they're murdering animals so that blood won't splatter them.
Drake, this is Drake's
OVO.
logo.
You better
His
believe
logo
it.
is an owl.
You better believe it.
It would make sense that Drake's in bed with the Illuminati.
In bed. That's why
He's the soundtrack of the Illuminati.
What are we talking here? 1,000%.
Yeah. Mr. Catchphrase.
Sorry.
Keeping us busy with the catchphrases.
I didn't mean to go. Yeah, keeping us busy.
Hey, this is a theory. I don't hate it.
That's all I have
This
to say.
This is
Stay up
definitely
at
a
night.
theory.
And you know who's protecting us?
Who?
Raccoons.
Okay.
The raccoons are the peacekeepers of the night.
I like this.
They look like villains with their with their things over their eyes, their black circles.
They're trying to tell us raccoons are bad.
Of course they are.
They're not.
Not at all.
I like this.
Raccoons eat garbage.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah, that's the best.
It's the best.
Yes.
Why are we crapping on people that eat garbage?
No, they're great. They're harmless for the most part.
You know who was one of my favorite friends I ever had?
Who?
The guy that only liked the crust of the pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would eat the center and I'd give him the crust.
That's a great friend.
We would split 2 slices. We'd literally, when I was a kid, I'd eat the up to the crust, he'd eat the crust, and we'd split the price.
That's great. Oh, incredible.
Incredible.
You split the price.
We'd split the price.
That's wild.
It was incredible.
Damn. And you wouldn't even use a fork and knife? You're just like 6 Sebastian bite marks. He's taking it, eating, paying full price for.
Yeah.
That's a great friend.
A great friend. I mean, we pick slices with extra crust.
Yeah, yeah.
And a bubble.
Oh, you got to give him the bubble.
Oh, God. As a child, there was pure joy moments. And one of the pure joy moments was getting a slice with a bubble.
Oh, the best.
The bubble. Oh,
literally the best.
We were a family of 5.
Yeah, same.
If there was one bubble, me and my sisters were feuding.
Really?
Everyone wants the bubble.
Yeah. I don't think we really feuded.
And when you think about the bubble, it's a bad slice.
It is not the best slice. I don't gravitate towards it now, but it's something about back then. I don't know. I liked it. Also, I was eating a lot worse pizza then. So if you're at like Funtime America Pizza, you take the slice with the bubble. And also, there's some slices that would just almost the whole slice would be a bubble.
Would be a bubble.
Because like sometimes it's not the best pizza. That's what it is.
It would all be air. You would
like
love
Chuck
the
E.
bubble.
Cheese, you're going to get a slice that's almost a full bubble.
And then you look inside and be like, wow, it's empty.
Yeah.
And you love that it was empty. It was so fun.
Because it was a new substance. It had a different taste than everything else. It was cool. It's almost like a potato chip, a bread chip that you create.
It's almost like a bread bowl.
Yeah.
Bread bowl. Now, if you cracked into that, it was filled with mozzarella sticks.
Oh, wow. Imagine there's mozzarella under the bubble.
What would you take? I would say this. I say that people that grew up loving mozzarella sticks matured into Galama people.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, I think that's what you mature into.
I never really did.
I think Galama is just mozzarella sticks for adults a little bit. Fried Galama.
Yeah.
The fish aspect.
Yeah, and one has mozzarella cheese in it, which is great. But it is everything else is the same. And it is a very similar taste.
It's a very similar
Probably
taste.
made in the same fryer.
Same fryer.
Yeah,
same
it's very
everything,
similar
right?
taste.
Yeah, just got me thinking about that, you know?
It stinks that mozzarella sticks are seen as juvenile.
Doesn't it?
Because they're great. I always eat them. Somebody has them out at a party. I'm like, I'm going to reward these mozzarella sticks. Like,
and it's interesting that, like, if someone tells me their favorite food is chicken tenders, I judge. Chicken nuggets, I judge the most. Chicken tenders, I judge a little. Chicken cutlets, zero judgment.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Isn't that so interesting?
Yeah.
It's the same food.
I know.
We're just making it larger.
Yes.
And if you got, say, a calzone,
yes.
I wouldn't judge that.
No. But the mozzarella sticks. And then it's like they'll do mozzarella and Carosa. Like some of these fancier restaurants are trying to dress it up.
Think about, it's delicious.
Same shit. Yeah, it's great.
We should stop judging. If you like a chicken nugget, my favorite food might be a chicken cutlet.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge?
No. I guess it's just the amount of fried batter is changing.
Even as a kid, I would judge the kids. I would go, the mature kids got hamburgers. The immature kids got chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I was an immature kid. But you were right.
Yes.
So there is some truth to that.
Like the kids that were
naive,
yes.
All right, yeah, picky eater. Like, what are you, a picky eater? It is a little embarrassing to be a picky eater for a certain age of being a kid, I would say.
Interesting.
I was insecure about it. Because I wouldn't even eat a hamburger until I was like 14.
And why didn't you make a change of it?
I don't know.
You would be embarrassed but not make change.
No, exactly.
Interesting.
I wouldn't try the new food, which is very frustrating, I imagine.
What was your fear of trying a new food?
I don't know. I guess I had tried some new foods, didn't like them. I guess they grossed me out. I was skeeved out by almost so many different foods, which is weird because You're
still skeevy. The way you look at a plate of food is wild to me.
Why?
You pick stuff up and examine it before you put it in your mouth.
I know. This is a habit that I need to shake, but I eat it.
And I try not to comment on it. I mean, I have my own fucking food issues, right?
I eat it.
But you pick, like, I'll make you a plate, right? And you'll, like, pick things up and look at it and you go, what is this?
Sometimes I don't know what I'm about to eat.
So it's literally, it'll be the most, I'll be like, it's potatoes with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Yeah. And you go, what is this? Most of the time, it's very obvious what you're looking at.
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure what I'm eating sometimes.
You just need your brain to register what the taste is
sometimes.
Gonna be. That's what it is.
Sometimes, yeah. I was extremely picky eater as a kid. I've come a long way.
Okay, I'm understanding a little better.
Yeah. But it is embarrassing. I had a peanut butter sandwich on a hot dog roll. I would get, I don't know if I've ever said this out loud. I would get
Here we go.
My mom would give me a peanut butter with a hot dog roll, peanut butter on a hot dog roll, and most days I wouldn't eat it. I would be too embarrassed to even show people.
So you would eat no lunch.
And I would eat just like a few little snacks. And then I would eat a lot when I got home. But I would also never had the heart to tell my mom that I was just too embarrassed to show people. And then eventually I landed on peanut butter and jelly, which I ate every day of high school and probably 8th grade.
Which is respectable.
Middle school, when she would give me, or maybe even elementary school, I forget. One year though, she would give me the hot dog and just peanut butter on a hot dog roll, which is the weirdest food.
Why the hot dog roll?
Because that was the bread, I guess. I don't know. She liked it. No, I don't know. She liked it. And I maybe had it once at home. And I said I liked it. This is so embarrassing to me. I've never said this out loud.
No,
I threw it out almost every.
Don't feel bad.
I threw it out a lot. And I felt really shitty about it. I was like, I don't know how I got through school. I don't know. I would also be like, I'm doing well in classes, but like I'm not really eating at lunchtime. But I was very picky I was just way too picky of an eater. Which my sister wasn't. My dad's not at all.
Well, I'm sorry for shaming you about the fudge pop then. So we should be happy.
No.
No, we should be happy that you're eating.
We
should be happy that you're eating.
No, I should be shamed.
And next time, I'll make sure that you just like to know what's going in your mouth.
To some degree, I like to see. But this is what I didn't like any surprises in anything. I didn't like dark rooms. I didn't like fireworks. I didn't like anything that I couldn't really control, I guess, as a kid. It made me anxious. I was an anxious kid.
No, yeah.
I was also brought up very to be afraid of the world. When you're not allowed to do anything or see anything or watch, you know what I mean? It's like, how could you not be afraid of so much shit?
I was very different than you.
Yeah.
I would just be, my mom wouldn't give me a hot dog bun with peanut butter. She'd just give me loose hot dogs. I'd suck them down. Yeah. I'd take 3 in the mouth at one time.
Yeah, I mean.
This is why you'll never eat a hot dog.
I didn't eat hot dogs as a kid. No, I didn't like them. Well, I didn't know I didn't like them. I just was a picky eater as a kid. But then I had a hamburger. I loved it eventually. And I was like, I'm an idiot. I should have had this sooner. But.
Is there any food that you feel like you'd be willing to try for the people out there? Is there any food?
I've had mashed potatoes, I guess.
Can I make maybe you mashed potatoes for the pod?
I don't like mashed potatoes, I guess. The texture, it skeeves me out. We went to what's it called? Trivia, and I got a bagel with cream cheese, which is a weird move to get at 7 p.m. on a Wednesday.
From a non-bagel place.
From a non-bagel place.
It was like literally an Entenmann's bagel.
But you got skeeved out by the cream cheese, and I get that because I'm somebody who gets skeeved out pretty easily. And I got it. I felt bad because I'm like, I know how I feel about this.
I turned away from you.
You turned away. You wouldn't even look at me.
Is there any food that maybe you'd be willing to try for the people?
That skeeves me out?
Not that skeeves you, or maybe something you've been meaning to try?
That I haven't tried.
Yeah.
Let me think. I mean, what do I not like? Mashed potatoes, I don't love. There's definitely something that I would try.
I think I could make you a good mashed potatoes.
Well, I had the knish, and that's kind of like
How'd you like
potatoes.
That?
It wasn't bad.
It was
that was me. That was progress for me. I had 2 knishes. That was me forcing myself to be like, all right, maybe I can have these mashed potatoes.
The knish. So we got to do mashed potatoes.
Knish is like kind of mashed potatoes.
I could do you mashed potatoes.
Yeah, we could do that because I've always said I don't like mashed potatoes.
Great. I'm gonna look up a recipe, And I know my friends, his mother actually would make the best mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I'll make it nice and creamy. You want it fully loaded?
Fully loaded.
I'll give you both.
Okay.
I'll give
Is
you
what? Cheese and
cheese and bacon and chives, and then I'll give you one that's just plain with butter.
Okay.
I love this.
There's a world where I like gag.
That's okay.
I don't want to offend you. It's more just like the mental of the mashed potatoes.
Listen to me.
There's a world
I'm already offended by you.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I guess that's I probably threw out my lunch almost every day one year.
I'll tell you something embarrassing. I would eat lunch and then buy lunch.
Yeah.
We're the exact opposite.
We're the opposite.
We're the opposite. Between the two of us, we ate 2 lunches every day at school.
Every day in elementary school.
2 boys, 2 lunches. You know, that's why it works here, people. Beautiful. All right. Robbie, what do you want to plug?
I'm doing a show. I'm hosting a show at Caveat for my birthday. One of the things that I loved the most in my 20s, or that I liked doing the most in my 20s, was hosting a show. And we haven't had a show in a while, so I wanted to host a show. So I'm hosting a show September 14th. At 9:30 p.m. I'm going to have more details and a link this week, but please look out for that. Save the date, September 14th. I would love if people that listen to the podcast could come out and support the show. I have some things I want to talk about. I'm finalizing the entire run of the show, but I am excited. It's going to be a fun night. September 14th at 9:30 p.m. Please save the date, and more info to follow. Hopefully soon. Hopefully this week.
Beautiful. And please, we're going to start posting clips again soon. So once those come out, please share and like them, do that whole kit and caboodle. We also now have a YouTube clips page, a segments page. So we're only going to be putting full episodes on the one YouTube page, and a lot of other podcasts do it. We're literally just following the trends of what other people have told us is a good move to do. So we started a segment page, which is great for if you think someone might like just a little taste of the podcast, right? People consume it differently. So there'll be clips there and segments there. Even if you don't want to watch that, if you could subscribe to that, that'd be dope. We would love that. Just so we could beef up that numbers a little bit now that we've released it. And it's all public.
And we're posting clips from the live shows that we did on this clips page, which is never before seen content. We're not putting those full live episodes up because we said things that we just wanted to stay live, but there are some clips that are fun that we did live. I think there's one of me talking about meeting Adam Lambert where Sebastian makes fun of me. That was fun.
And there's one of me that I can't even talk about here.
Okay.
Oh, I can't post that. Never mind.
What?
Oh
no, we're not.
Yeah, I can't post that.
Yeah,
never mind.
That's like,
never mind. No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Some of the stuff from the live show had to stay live, but there's some things that are fun that we're going to be putting on the clips page that nobody's seen before. So go check it out, please, if you like.
Yeah.
What we do. If you want to see a little more candid live clips, check out the Loud About Nothing clips on YouTube.
Beautiful. All right, Robbie, hit the music.